What's up, guys? This is Rap Grounded 3D here again. Now, before I start this commentary, just to clear up any sort of confusion, this was back when my name was still Neeborks, as you can see, and I hadn't actually started my channel yet. So don't think I've stolen somebody's footage or anything. It's my own. I just hadn't changed my Badlog name back then. But today I want to talk about how to deal with being fat, or in other finer words a bit bigger than anybody else. Now I'm been overweight ever since I started like first grade, and I like food. I've always liked food. I'm sort of an all eater. I eat meat. I eat vegetables. I eat ice cream. Cookies. Anything really that tastes good to me, which is a lot of things. Now, being fat is not something that you should be ashamed of. It's natural. Probably about around 70 to 80% of people in the whole world are like overweight. I'm not really sure about the whole numbers, but I know that a lot of people are overweight, and it's not something that anybody's really bothered of. But when it comes to the point where you start getting verbally or even physically abused because you're bigger than anybody else, it becomes a struggle, and it doesn't become fun anymore. Not that it's ever fun to be fat. Everybody wants to be skinny and nice looking, but well, not completely skinny, but normal. Like average, and that's what I want too. But when it comes to like getting abused and bullied for being big, it starts getting tough, and people people really ignore your feelings, and it can really hurt people. And however it happens, people are really mean because I guess they don't really realize what kind of things we have to go through. And you people that are a bit smaller might think, oh, he's fat, he's trying to make people feel sorry for him. No, I'm not. I'm trying to defend us. I'm trying to make people not be sad or angry because they're not as skinny as some sort of supermodel. I don't want to be skinny as a I want to be just average, I'm quite chubby. I'm overweight. So the fuck what? Excuse my language, but I don't really understand the whole big deal of being bigger, and I think you should be proud of it. Do you like food? Eat, for God's sakes, eat. And if somebody bullies for it, just ignore it. Just because they are skinny or smaller, or they're maybe better at sports because they're faster or more agile, it shouldn't make you any worse. There's so many good people that are big. Take B.B. King, for example, Stevie Wonder, what more, Aretha Franklin. 3 great artists who are great at what they do and are big, and it's what I love about it. You can be weighing 1,000 pounds and you can still be good at something. It's nothing to be ashamed of. And sure, when it comes to the point where you have to get custom fitted jeans because you're so fat that you can't buy anything normal in stores, that starts getting a little bit over the line. But if you're just sort of chubby, and you're maybe up to 50 pounds overweight, it shouldn't become a problem. Or it shouldn't be a problem, And you should be proud of who you are, and realize that you only live once, and getting skinny won't make you have another life or be better at stuff. Sure, you might be faster or better at sports or something like that, or you'll look a bit better, but I feel like people lose their personality because they lose weight. And I feel like it's I don't really know. It's hard to explain, but I feel like being fat is better than being skinny. I don't see the problem with being fat. I just don't understand why it's gotta be such a problem for people that are skinny, like, to just let it go and understand that I like food. And what's wrong with it? I just don't get it. For example, if you like animals, work at a freaking zoo. Nobody should bully you for that. If you like games, be a gamer, be a commentator. You know, that's what you're supposed to do if you love it. Love it. If you love music, playing guitar, playing drums, singing, you're supposed to do what you dream of. So, sure, uh, being fat is not a dream for anyone, but it's you get the point. It's sort of I'm trying to just get it out to you that because you're fat and you're proud of it, it shouldn't be a problem. You should be proud of it. You know, it's nothing that anybody should stop you from or it just I don't really see why people can't accept the fact that we're big and we love it, and you're supposed to be proud of it. By the way, look at my amazing score right here. I'm just beasting. But back to the topic. It shouldn't be a problem for you to be fat, cause you know maybe when you see somebody even bigger than you walking down the street, and like somebody like that's enormous, like having to sit in a wheelchair and getting carried around because they can't walk if they're because of their hugeness. It shouldn't trigger anything in your brain to start like thinking that guy's really fat, dude. Like let's pick on him. It shouldn't do that. But it seems to be like a natural human, like it just triggers evilness. And if you're big yourself and you see somebody even bigger, you should just feel connected to them. You know, you shouldn't feel like you want to bully them because you know you're still fat yourself. And it same thing if you're skinny, even though you're like have like anorexia, and still then you shouldn't be super mad because you're anorexic either, because you'll get through that. You know, and bullying on anorexic people or fat people as well. You know, it doesn't make sense. I don't get it. You know. And if you see somebody, you know, getting bullied in the street or at school, just tell the bully that just because you're afraid of being bigger or you know been struggling all your life to keep skinny doesn't mean we have to. Just because you're mad that your mom pushed you or didn't let you eat because you were fat as a kid doesn't mean that we had to, you know. And I don't. It's just a really hard sort of subject to discuss with anybody because they don't seem to understand if they're not fat themselves, and they don't seem to really feel what we feel. And that sounds kind of cheesy and whatever, but it's true. And I don't really see why people have to, you know, hate on people that are big. Like, take the commentator Wings of Redemption. He's a big guy. He's been trying to lose weight. His girlfriend is a bit bigger, or they're both kind of big. But you know, they don't get super much hate for it. And even though they do, they just brush it off and keep going. Because he's having a successful YouTube career. He's doing good. He's a nice guy, I assume. And if he was skinny, he wouldn't be the same guy to me, you know. And I feel like I said, if you lose weight, you lose your personality. I feel like. Take the vlogger Shay Carl. I felt like he's a completely new person. I still like him just as much, but I feel like he completely changed after he lost, like, 100 pounds in a year. Which is amazing. Like, I love to do that. And, yeah. But if you're fat, be proud. You only live once. And if you want to eat, you're supposed to be able to eat. If you don't want to eat, don't eat. Like, do what you want to do because you only live once. But don't skip out of school and eat your medicines and drink your milk and whatever. But if you want to be skinny, be skinny. If you want to be fat, be fat. It's like, I don't see the problem, yo. Like, I don't see why you can't be fat, honestly. Because I am. I'm not having a problem with it. I'm getting bullied for it quite often. Like, haha, you're fat. You know, you can't do that. You can't run fast. Sure, I don't have a very good, like, my stamina isn't good. I'm fat. I'm slow. I can't run fast. I can't run far. I can't throw balls far. I can kick balls far. I can't. I'm not good at sports. You know, but I do what I love, and I'm proud of being big, and I love it, and that I can be, and that I'm able to be, a loving big person. Santa is big. Do you see him getting heat for it? No. Santa is like the plumpiest guy on earth. He doesn't get hate because you don't get any presents otherwise. I mean, I'm wrapped around a 3D, and what more can I say? Look at that amazing TDM score. And be proud of being fat, because you only live once. And that's all I have to say for the day. What more can I say? I'm out. See you guys later. Bye. Woo! 2 takes.
Dibor, verify your hack.